Yo, let's get straight to it. Big Doug in the building. You done know. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, sign up to the channel, support your boy. Let's get straight to it. The dust has settled after a big game down on the south coast where Arsenal got the 3 points over an informed, kind of on a revival Brighton team. And I'm going to say this because I'm seeing all the noise. Sometimes I like to watch all the noise and see what happens after the games before I comment. But I'm going to say this. One thing I'm going to tell you from an Arsenal fan that's seen it all, big old boy in the game, an OG in the game, I do not care. And I think I speak for most Arsenal fans that I do not care how we win. I don't care if it's ugly. I don't care if we're grinding out a 1-0 or we're wasting time. All I care about is the 3 points. Each game, game by game, is the 3 points. If we come away with a win, that's all that matters to me right now. I don't care. I don't care if we're not playing the beautiful football. I don't care if we're not linking up playing, it's ugly and we're digging in and we're clearing it off the line and we're doing all of that. I don't care. You see what, right? I went to Man City, the final in the Carabao Cup when we lost 3-0 and Mustafi got barged off the ball by Aguero. Like probably half, Mustafi's small, but Aguero's probably half his size. And then get the keeper get lobbed. I've been there, I've seen it. I was at Man City again, 3-1, when we lost 3-1 in the league. And it was men against boys. And Rodri, Kanji, Ake, all these players, Haaland, they just dwarfed our team. I've been there and I've seen it. I've had the pain. So right now, on our way to winning our first Premier League title in 22 years, I don't care how we do it as long as we do it. I do not care. And all the narratives that are being pushed about the ugly game, this is the worst team or this is the worst league and Arsenal are doing it dirty and they're changing it, and even the Brighton manager complaining. We don't give a fuck. We absolutely don't care. What you need to understand, we are at a point, right, and I can see it with Mikel Arteta, right, where they have fully blocked out the noise. You do not affect us. It's like us against the world. We do not care. It's either us or them, and right now we're riding, and the pressure that they're putting on us and all the things that they do either makes you or breaks you. And I see with this team, it is making us. They're getting stronger each game in terms of their mentality. Yes, we've made mistakes. Yes, we've dropped points. But what we have done is made sure we didn't lose. In the games that we dropped points, unnecessary points, we didn't lose those games. So you could call it a valuable point. When you get to the end of the season and we see where everybody is, we'll understand. And especially games like Brighton. Brighton have been a thorn in our sides for many a time. We lost to them twice, I think, last season. We had the whole sending off with Declan Rice kicking the ball away. We've had it where they were laughing at us with Basuma a few seasons ago, go back with Monreal. All of these things, we've had issues with this team. So to go down there and get the 3 points down at the Amex on the South Coast on a Wednesday night under the lights is a big result for us. And then even on top of that, for Nottingham Forest to go and get a point against City and put us 7 points clear, it is monumental. So right now, as it stands right now, I don't care what this team does and how they go about doing it. I can't even really have anything to react on the game as of like play and individuality and how everyone was playing yesterday, because really all they went and done is God and got the job done. Everyone dug in, everyone was back defending. Gabriel, Raya made some saves. Everyone was just dug in, and that's what you want. It may not be pretty, but we got crucified for playing pretty football. In the first season, when we finished second in the first season, we was playing fantastic football. I remember the first half of the season, we were bopping teams off the park, but people were saying that we couldn't win it ugly. People were saying that we were still soft. Fast forward, when we got mad defensive, every excuse under the sun as to why Arsenal haven't got it over the line and why they can't. And this season, it's just been a case of by any means necessary. And I'm with it. And the one thing I feel is that once they get it over the line, once they win something or they get this Premier League title, off their back and they're able to succeed, this team will grow from strength to strength, because the confidence that comes with that, to actually get to a point where you believe you are the guys, you are the ones, you are the man. Do you get what I'm saying? And that is where this team becomes dangerous. And you know what? You're going to have all the rival fans probably hear this kind of talk and say whatever, everyone else is going to get stronger. We've heard it every season without fail. The season starts, everyone's going to sign, everyone else is going to get stronger. This is Arsenal's year to do it, this, that. But one thing I'll also say as well is what I feel like everyone's not trying to admit. The Premier League is at its hardest it's ever been. You look at Man City yesterday drawing against Nottingham Forest. You look at West Ham scrapping and they go to Fulham and get all 3 points. You look at the teams across the board on their day when they're fighting for it can beat you. There's no easy games. There's no guaranteed 3 points in the Premier League. That is how football's got. Teams have got better. Teams have got technically better. They're fitter. They run harder. Teams in the Premier League have got the money to buy the players, to bring in the talent. So it becomes harder to win. The Premier League is probably one of the hardest leagues to win, I feel. And they would say this is the worst title run or whatever, and we don't care, because you can see from other teams that are struggling to get 3 points on the board that this league ain't easy. So whether Arsenal did it the ugly way, whether they did it the pretty way, the hard way, whatever which way they do it, and they get that Premier League title at the end of the season, that is all that matters, and that is all that will be remembered. It's not going to be, Arsenal did it this way. Remember, no one so much talks about the fact that Liverpool won their first Premier League title, but with no fans in the stadium. The COVID title, no one ever talks about that. Do you get what I'm saying? So, we push Man City to the edge. They have the resources and the money. They've spent just as much money as we have. It's Pep Guardiola. Liverpool, reigning champions, spent like superstars, you know what I'm saying? So there's no excuses. There is no excuses. We're the ones that are leading the pack and out there doing all the hard graft and getting the points on the board, and I feel like we deserve to be where we are. So I think if we can get it over the line this season, it'll be monumental. And I think the game yesterday and City dropping points was huge, giving you that breathing space where all season we've lost 3 games, so technically you'd think we'd have to lose 2 or 3 games now out of the 8 that we've got left, or at least win 4 or 5 of those games, you know what I mean, to see it out. So that we're in the crunch time parts of the season. But I really do believe it's doable. I do think we're going to win the league. I feel like this is our year to do it. I feel like we deserve it. I feel like we've been the best team out there in terms of the overall package to getting the job done. May not be beautiful football. And this is the thing people forget. This Arsenal team can play beautiful football. But we were criticised for beautiful football. We was criticised for not having an underbelly. We was criticised for being boys amongst men. Now we play the ugly way. Now we bully teams. Now we start the dark arts, all of that. And they don't like it. It's fear. What you're hearing on social media is fear. And I'm here for it. I absolutely couldn't give a fuck. I love it. And if we can get it over the line and win the Prem, it'll be beautiful. And Lord knows what else we can do in the Cups. I'll leave that for another video. But listen, love for tuning in. Make sure, like I said, you like, subscribe. Yeah, hit the subscribe button. Tell me what you think about all the noise in the comment section. Yeah, let's go. Big dog, I'm out. Brah.